Hello, good day. My name is Franco, and I am a medical herbalist and naturopathic doctor. And I'm coming to you here from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm speaking about the proposed legislation that's just been brought to Parliament in relation to cannabis control and regulation. I'm going to do this in several parts, and today I'm just going to be talking about particular the law and what law is. And I said I'm a herbalist, I'm a medical herbalist. I've been in practice for about 25 years. I'm not a lawyer, but from my knowledge, my little knowledge on law, is that I believe that law is to protect persons and their property from others. So to protect persons and property, whether you're in your own home or property, or you're in the public space, or you're in contracting business or doing business. So law is to protect us from the activities of others. I don't know that law is supposed to protect us from the environment or to protect us from nature or from God's creation. And that is what it seems like is happening. Because law cannot be to protect us from the forest, for instance, or to protect us from the ocean, or to protect us from the air, the normal air. That is not what law is for. Law is made actually sometimes to protect the environment and to protect God's creation from us, from human beings, because we are polluting the rivers, we are polluting the oceans, the air, and everything that we set our hands on. So I don't know that law is to protect us from the forest and from the oceans and from plants. I think law is to protect us from ginger, or from shadow benny, or from carrots, or from pigeon peas. Law is not to do that. But that it seems like what has taken place, all over the world, where marijuana had become a legal Schedule I substance. It's better not to make law than to make bad law. And that's what they did from the get-go. Marijuana used to be around, and there was never a problem with marijuana. The problem was that the tobacco industry didn't want marijuana around to compete with them. And because of the psychoactive actions, they said, oh, and this is a addictive substance and so forth, and we have to protect you from this plant and this addictive substance. And we all know it's not addictive and so forth. But so I just wanted to speak about that law is not to protect us from God's creation. Plants are God's creation. We use plants for making shelter. The wood make houses. We use bamboo to make houses. Wood makes furniture. Wood makes resins and glues to stick all sorts of things together. Right? Wood and plants, you make ink from plants and various things like that. You make clothes from plants. You have the linen is made from flax. Cotton is made from plants. Right? Hemp clothes now are plants. Right? And plants make food. And plants make medicine. And all the medicine used to come from plants. Right? You cannot deny people their God-given right to access to nature and to God's creation. Right? You cannot do that. Right? And that is the very thing that where they make law for alcohol. But alcohol is, you don't go to the forest and find alcohol. Man has to do something to plants and ferment it and process it to get alcoholic beverages. But so there's a law for the Liquor Act for alcohol, but there's no Beer Act, and there's no Whiskey Act, and there's no Rum Act, and there's no Wine Act. So if you had an act for plants and you want to protect us from plants, you have one act. You won't have a separate act for this plant, right? Similarly, tobacco, anybody could grow a tobacco tree, right? But to go and make tobacco and alter it and put things in it and chemicals and put it for the general public, well, man has intervened there. So you want to protect man or persons from other persons and their activities. But you cannot protect people from the plants in the forest and say that these plants are bad. That's nature, that's natural, that's God's creation. So tune in for the other parts where I get into the actual law itself and why it is flawed and terrible. And that'll be coming to you soon, so stay tuned. Okay, bye-bye.